How can you align your energy with what you truly desire in a conscious and lasting way? There is a secret hidden within the very fabric of reality, something so unusual and profound that even Einstein called it spooky action at a distance. A single particle can instantaneously influence another, no matter how far apart they are, miles, light years, entire galaxies away. But here is the real mystery. What if your thoughts work the same way? What if the deepest patterns in your subconscious are not only shaping your life, but also entangling you with a reality you do not even know exists yet? This is not science fiction. This is quantum entanglement. Stay with me until the end of this message, because today, we are exploring the bridge between quantum physics and the subconscious mind. And I will share a technique that could forever change the way you see reality. For centuries, we have been told that the physical world and our minds are two separate things, that your thoughts remain locked inside your brain and have no power to change the material world around you. But then, quantum physics shattered that illusion. Scientists discovered that the very foundation of reality does not behave the way we once believed. Particles, the tiny building blocks of everything, do not just exist in one place at a time. They flicker in and out of existence. They change when they are observed. And most mysteriously of all, they can become entangled. This is where things become truly strange. If two particles can be linked beyond space and time, why not entire systems? Why not consciousness itself? What if your subconscious mind is already entangled with your future? What if the reality you wish to create is not just something you imagine, but something you are already connected to and on a quantum level? This may sound like science fiction, but I am going to break it down step by step so you can see just how powerful this concept really is. To do that, we need to dive deeper into the mystery of quantum entanglement. Quantum entanglement is one of the most mind-bending discoveries in physics. Here is what it means when two particles become entangled. They stop being separate objects. Instead, they behave as if they are part of the same system no matter how far apart they are. Change one and the other reacts instantly faster than the speed of light. This should not be possible. Einstein himself was so unsettled by it that he called it spooky action at a distance, yet experiment after experiment has proven that it is real. Scientists like Alain Aspect and John Clauser have demonstrated that particles remain connected across vast distances, responding to each other in real time. Now here is where it becomes even more interesting. If the entire universe is made up of energy, and if quantum entanglement is a fundamental part of nature, why would your thoughts and emotions be any different? What if your subconscious mind is already entangled with the life you want to create? What if the energy you project your beliefs, your emotions, your deepest desires is not just influencing your reality, but is already linked to the version of yourself who has everything you dream of? This is where we step beyond physics into something even more powerful. How your mind can harness this phenomenon to reshape your destiny. Right now, without even realizing it, your subconscious mind is broadcasting signals into the quantum field. Think about it. Every thought you have, every belief you hold, every emotion you feel generates energy. This energy is not just a metaphor. It has a measurable impact. Studies in neuroscience and quantum physics already show that observation changes reality at the smallest levels. But what if this principle extends beyond particles? What if your mind is constantly observing and influencing the very reality you experience? Here is the real kicker. Most of this happens automatically. You do not consciously decide what you believe about money, love, success, or happiness. Your subconscious does. And that is where quantum entanglement becomes personal. Because if your subconscious is already entangled with a future version of yourself, what reality are you tuning into? Are you entangled with abundance, health, and success? Or are you unknowingly connected to a timeline of struggle, scarcity, and limitation? The answer lies hidden in how your subconscious mind is programmed. And if you want to change your reality, you must change the signal you are sending. Let's break it down, step by step. Your subconscious mind operates like a radio antenna, constantly sending and receiving frequencies. Neuroscientists have discovered that your brain generates electromagnetic waves that extend beyond your physical body. These waves shift based on your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. Now here is where things get wild. Physicist Dr. John Heelan has studied how consciousness influences quantum fields. His research suggests that human awareness itself is a field, a force that extends beyond the body and interacts with the universe. This means your subconscious mind is not just passively sitting inside your brain. It is interacting with something much larger. And just like entangled particles exchange information across infinite distances, your mind can be connected to future possibilities before they even happen. In other words, if your subconscious is wired for scarcity, you are energetically entangled with a future of lack. If your subconscious is wired for abundance, you are entangled with opportunities and success. If your subconscious is wired for self-doubt, you are entangled with obstacles. If your subconscious is wired for confidence, you are entangled with breakthroughs. The problem is that most people never reprogram this quantum connection. They wake up every day reinforcing the same thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, and unknowingly keep themselves locked in the same reality. But what if you could shift your subconscious and change what you are entangled with? That is exactly what I am about to show you. To prove how deeply our consciousness is connected to reality, let's talk about one of the most famous quantum experiments ever conducted, the double-slit experiment. Scientists took tiny particles like electrons and shot them at a barrier with two slits. Logically, the particles should pass through one slit or the other, but that is not what happened. Instead, the particles behaved as if they passed through both slits at the same time. They acted like waves existing in multiple places at once. But here is the shocking part. The moment a conscious observer measured the particles, they stopped behaving like waves and collapsed into a fixed state, choosing only one slit. Observation itself changed reality. Now think about what that means for your mind. If simply observing something at the quantum level alters its behavior, what do you think happens when you focus your attention on a specific future? Your subconscious mind is constantly observing, constantly projecting, constantly collapsing possibilities into reality. And if you are not in control of what you focus on, then you are letting your subconscious decide your reality for you. Right now, you have a choice. You can keep reinforcing the same subconscious patterns, or you can begin deliberately shifting what your mind is entangled with. The first step is changing what your subconscious focuses on. Here's a simple but powerful exercise to start practicing today, the quantum focus technique. Before you go to sleep, close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. Picture the reality you desire as if it is already happening, not as a dream, but as a memory. Engage all your senses. Hear the sounds, feel the emotions, notice the details. The key is to feel it as if it is real, not as something far away, but as something you are already connected to. As you drift into sleep, repeat this phrase in your mind. I am entangled with my highest reality. I align with it now. When you do this, you are collapsing reality in your favor. Just like the observer in the double-slit experiment changes the outcome by focusing on it. You are shifting your subconscious entanglement toward the reality you truly desire. And when you do this consistently, the quantum field starts to respond. You will begin to notice synchronicities. Opportunities will appear. Your perception of reality will begin to shift. Why? Because you are no longer entangled with the past, you are entangled with your future. Most people believe reality is solid, that change takes time, and that transformation is always slow. But if you have been paying attention, you already know that is not how the quantum world works. The truth is that reality is shifting all the time. Right now, infinite versions of your future exist simultaneously. In one reality, you are stuck in the same patterns. In another, you have already manifested your biggest dreams. And in yet another, you have completely transformed into the person you were meant to be. The question is, which version are you aligning with? Because here is the key, your subconscious is constantly choosing a future whether you realize it or not. But what if you could override that process? What if you could take control of the quantum shifts in your life and accelerate them? That is exactly what we are about to explore. Because if you want to manifest faster experience quantum leaps and shift into a new reality, effortlessly, you must understand one thing. Reality does not change when you try harder. It changes when you shift your frequency. By now you know that quantum entanglement shows how things can be connected beyond time and space. You also know that your subconscious mind is already entangled with a future version of yourself. But here is where most people get stuck. They think change happens gradually, that you must work endlessly to attract something better. But the quantum world does not work like that. Just as an electron can exist in multiple states at once, you can shift into a new state of being instantly. The only thing keeping you stuck is your current frequency. Dr. Joe Dispenza's research on neuroplasticity and quantum physics shows that the way you feel your emotions, your beliefs, your subconscious programming dictates the reality you experience. That is why some people struggle for years, while others make quantum leaps seemingly overnight. They are not simply lucky. They have learned how to shift frequencies faster. And now I am going to show you how to do the same. There is a reason most people fail to change their lives. They try to change their actions without changing their identity. But here is the truth: you do not attract what you want. You attract what you are. If deep down you still see yourself as someone who struggles, if your subconscious is still entangled with limitation, then no matter how hard you try, your reality will not shift. Instead of chasing change, you need to become the change. This is where the quantum shift method comes in. Follow these steps every day, and you will start seeing results faster than you thought possible. Step 1. Collapse the old reality. Most people are attached to their past. They replay old memories, repeat old patterns, and unknowingly reinforce the same subconscious beliefs. But here is the secret. If you want to shift, you must detach from the version of yourself that no longer serves you. How do you do it? Take 10 minutes of stillness every day. Close your eyes and mentally dissolve your current identity. Imagine that everything you believe about yourself is just a construct. Visualize it breaking apart, dissolving into pure energy. Why? Because when you stop reinforcing who you were, you create space for who you are becoming. And that leads us to the next step. Step 2. Tune into the new frequency. Once you have let go of the past, it is time to align with your new reality. Remember, it already exists. All you have to do is tune into it. How close your eyes and visualize the version of yourself who has already achieved everything you desire. Do not just see it, feel it. What emotions does this version of you carry? The key is to embody those emotions right now, not in the future. Because when you feel the frequency of your future in the present, you collapse time. You are no longer waiting. You are already vibrating at the level of your next reality. That is when quantum shifts happen. Step 3. Take inspired action without force. Once you have shifted your internal state, you do not need to push or struggle. You will naturally begin to attract the right opportunities, ideas, and people. Your job is simple. Follow the energy. Every day ask yourself, what actions would the future version of me take? Then start making decisions from that place, as if you are already that person. The more you act in alignment with your new frequency, the faster your reality catches up. This is how you create effortless manifestation. Still skeptical? Let's talk about real people who have used these principles to transform their lives almost overnight. Jim Carrey. Before he became famous, wrote himself a check for $10 million and carried it everywhere, feeling as if he already had that success. Years later, he was paid that exact amount for a movie. Oprah Winfrey often talks about how she always felt successful long before the world recognized it, because she had already shifted internally. And there are countless people who have recovered from so-called incurable diseases, cases of spontaneous healing, where people changed their emotional and mental state so drastically that their bodies followed. What is the common thread? They all aligned their inner frequency before their external reality caught up. And you can do the same. By now, you understand something most people never realize. You are not stuck, and your reality is not fixed. At this very moment, you are entangled with a specific future. But at any moment, you can change that connection. All it takes is a decision to stop reinforcing old patterns, a decision to align your subconscious with your highest self, a decision to step into a new reality right now. And if you are ready for that shift, simply declaring it begins the process. Comment to yourself, or even say out loud, "I choose my highest reality." The moment you declare it, the quantum field begins to respond. Your shift has already begun. Your conscious mind is only the tip of the iceberg. Beneath it lies something far more powerful: the subconscious. Psychologists and neuroscientists estimate that 95% of your decisions, emotions, and actions come from your subconscious programming. It holds your beliefs, your fears, your deepest memories, and it operates whether you are aware of it or not. Here's the key: your subconscious does not distinguish between reality and imagination. That is why dreams feel real. That is why visualization techniques have been proven to enhance performance in athletes, speed up healing in patients, and even reshape brain structure in people who meditate regularly. But what if your subconscious mind is doing something even more extraordinary? What if, just like entangled particles, it is already connected to your future experiences, pulling you toward the outcomes you expect, believe in, or fear the most? This is not just speculation. Studies in quantum cognition suggest that the way we observe and expect reality to behave can actually shape our experiences in ways that mirror quantum mechanics. And that brings us to a powerful question. What if aligning your subconscious mind is the key to entangling yourself with the reality you desire most? So what does all of this really mean? It means you are not just a passenger in this universe. For too long, we have been told that life happens to us, that we are separate from the world around us, powerless against circumstances. But quantum physics has shattered that illusion. Your mind is not just observing reality. It is participating in it, shaping it, influencing it. Right now, your thoughts, your emotions, and your subconscious patterns are entangled with possibilities you can't yet see. The real question is, which version of reality are you tuning into? Because whether you realize it or not, you are already connected to a future of expansion or limitation, a future of abundance or struggle, a future of awakening or stagnation. And the choice is yours. We have explored how quantum entanglement is not just happening at the microscopic level. It is happening in your life right now. Your thoughts, emotions, and subconscious patterns are already pulling you toward a version of reality. And now you stand at a crossroads. You can keep letting your subconscious run on autopilot, replaying the same struggles and limitations. Or you can consciously align yourself with the future you truly want. If you are ready to take that next step, to stop just learning about manifestation and begin living it, then there is something you can use. It is called the Quantum Attraction Code. It is a tool designed to help you shift your subconscious into alignment with the reality you desire without struggle. Here's how it works. You do not need to force affirmations or spend hours trying to believe something new. You do not have to push yourself into long meditations or visualizations. You simply listen. These audio frequencies are scientifically designed to retrieve your subconscious mind, remove limiting beliefs, and tune your energy to the reality you want to attract. And the best part is it happens naturally. Your subconscious does the work for you. If you have ever felt that something invisible was blocking you from manifesting what you truly desire, this may be the missing piece. At this very moment, you are already entangled with a future. The only question is it the one you truly want? Imagine for a moment waking up tomorrow and feeling as though you have already shifted. The old doubts, the old fears, the old limits, they are no longer the frequency you carry. Instead, you feel connected to something greater, something already unfolding in your favor. You start to notice small shifts first, a conversation that opens a door, an idea that arrives at the perfect time, an opportunity that feels effortless. Then, over time, these small shifts become undeniable changes. Your external world catches up with your internal alignment. This is not magic. This is not fantasy. It is alignment with the very laws of the universe. The same way observation changes particles, your focus changes your life. The same way entangled particles remain connected across time and space, your subconscious is connected to the future you choose. So take a moment right now and ask yourself, what future am I entangled with? Is it the one shaped by my fears, doubts, and limitations? Or is it the one shaped by my highest vision, my deepest desires, and my truest self? The choice is yours, and the shift begins the moment you choose. Your life does not have to unfold slowly, repeating the same patterns over and over. Quantum reality shows us that infinite futures already exist. All you must do is align yourself with the one you want. And once you do, the field responds. Synchronicities begin. The right people appear. Your intuition strengthens. You no longer chase change. You embody it. The universe has already shown us the truth. We are not separate observers, but participants in creation itself. And the moment you understand this, you reclaim your power. Not someday, not years from now, right now. So if you are ready, declare it. I choose my highest reality. I align with it now. Feel it. Own it. Step into it. Because the future you desire is not out of reach. It is already waiting entangled with you, ready for you to bring it into being.